Next topic is network topologies. So, topology is a way of connecting devices with each other, either physically or logically. Two or more devices make a link, and two or more links form a topology. It is basically a geometrical representation of how a network is laid out. Topology is a way of connecting several devices with each other on a network. There are different types of topologies: mesh topology, star topology, bus topology, ring topology, and tree topology. Let us see what is a mesh topology. In a mesh topology, each computer is connected with each other and there is a point-to-point link between each computers or dedicated nodes. In this type of topology, the link carries traffic only between two connected devices. In rest of the links, there is no traffic. And if there are n devices, n nodes connected, then there will be n into n minus 1 by 2 links, where n is the total number of connecting nodes. If there are 5 nodes connected, then there will be 5 into 5 minus 1 by 2 equal to 10 links. Then advantages of mesh topology. Since there is a point-to-point connection between each device, it eliminates traffic and the system is robust. That is, no error or data loss takes place. Data is transmitted accurately from the sender to the receiver. And the expansion and modification in the network is easy, and it does not affect the other devices connected to it. And even the data is transmitted through a point-to-point communication, point-to-point link. It provides privacy and security for the data. And this point-to-point link also makes it easy to identify fault in the network, and fault isolation is very easy. Then the disadvantages of mesh topology is that it requires large amount of maintenance cost, because large number of cables are required for the connection, and large number of expensive hardwares are also required. And to set up this mesh topology is very difficult. Next is star topology. In a star topology, each device is connected to a central controller called hub. The devices in star topology send and receive data indirectly, that is, through the hub, indirectly from the hub. And data transmission is accomplished only by the central controller. Data can be transmitted only with the help of this central controller, and this LAN technology uses star topology. That is, in our computer labs, computer network is based on star topology. What advantages are: its installation and maintenance is easy, and it takes less time to set up the star network. And it is easy to detect faults in the network. And the rate of data transfer is very fast, because all the data are transmitted through the central hub, and any problem in the node does not affect the entire network. And the addition and removal of a node in this network is easy. Then the disadvantage is that extra hardware is required for the installation of central controller known as hub. And if the central controller, all the devices are connected to this central hub, and if this hub fails, then whole network will shut down. And the hardware required to connect each link is also very expensive. hardware required to connect each link is also very expensive. More cabling is required to set up a star topology, but it requires less cable than the mesh topology. Next is bus topology. Bus topology uses all the nodes are connected to a long cable known as backbone, and nodes are connected by drop lines and tabs. Drop lines are the connection between the node and the backbone, and tabs are the connectors that are punctured inside the main cable. Data flows from the one end of the cable to the other, and as the signals travel long distance, it causes weakening of the signal. So this bus topology can accommodate only small number of computers or nodes. Usually Ethernet technology uses bus topology. The advantages are nodes can be connected or removed easily from the bus network, and it requires less cable length compared to star topology and mesh topology. And bus network is easy to implement and can be extended up to a certain limit. And for small networks, it is a good topology for small networks. Then the disadvantages are that if there is a break in the main cable, the entire network will shut down. If the backbone there is a break, then the whole network will shut down. And here fault isolation is very difficult to identify which node has stopped working. And since this single cable carries the data, we need terminators at the end of both the ends of the backbone, because to absorb the unwanted radiations or the relay back of the signal transmitted from one point to another, then there is a chance of the signals to return back. So to absorb these signals, we need terminators at both the ends. When the network is required in more than one building, bus network cannot be used. It can be used only small networks. The signal becomes weaker if large number of nodes are connected to the backbone, because the signal has to travel a long distance, and it causes performance degradation. And since all the nodes communicate through a single channel, then there is a chance of collision of the data when two nodes together communicate, because they use the same transmission medium. Next is ring topology. In ring topology, each node is connected to other two nodes on the other side of it, forming a single ring network. Each node is connected to other two nodes on either side of it. Signal is transmitted either in clockwise or in anti-clockwise direction. So each device is incorporated with a repeater to regenerate the signal, because it has to travel a long distance through the entire network to reach the destination. The advantage is that it does not have a central server, unlike star topology require in a ring topology, as the data is passed between the nodes which then pass through the entire network. If these two nodes has to communicate, then data is passed to the next node, and from there to next node, and so on until it reaches the destination. Data is only transmitted in one direction, so the transmission rate also increases. That is the amount of data carrying capacity. The adding or removing of a network node is also easy in a ring topology. And to set up a star ring topology is also easy, and fault diagnosis in ring topology is also easy. Each node transmits data to the next node in a ring, and ring topology is very cheap compared to other topologies like star and mesh. The disadvantages are that if there is a fault in a single node, it will affect the entire network and entire network will shut down. And the movement or change made to the network nodes affect the entire network's performance. And the transmission speed becomes lower with an increase in the number of nodes because it has to travel a longer distance. If there is a fault or break in the cable, then also the entire network will shut down. And for proper communication between each node, it is required that all the computers are to be turned on. Next is tree topology. Tree topology is a combination of bus topology and star topology. Here, some of the devices are connected to the central hub called an active hub, and some of the devices are connected to secondary hub, which may be an active or passive hub. Active hub contains repeaters that regenerates the signal when it becomes weaker, and a passive hub simply provides connection between all other connecting nodes. The advantages are the tree topology is useful in case where a star or bus topology cannot be individually implemented. In buildings of a university where each department works as a unit, there we can use our tree topology. Here, all the advantages of a single star topology can be attained in each segment of a tree topology. And failure in one segment does not affect the whole network. And here also fault identification is easy. And network can be expanded by the addition of secondary nodes. Disadvantage is that the whole network depends upon the central bus, and if there is a failure in the bus, then the whole network will get shut down. And it also increases the size of the network and its complexity, so the maintenance is very difficult, and the setup cost is also very high. Though it is scalable, that is, number of nodes can be added, also it depends upon the carrying capacity of the backbone of the bus. Next is factors to be considered before selecting a topology. First one is cost. That is, our networks should be cost effective. Then, how can we make our network cost effective? By reducing the distance between each node, and by economical transmission mediums, by using wires as transmission mediums, and by reducing the distance between two nodes, we can reduce the cost of our network. Then network should be flexible. It should be easy to reconfigure, that we can change the arrangement or topology of our network to rearrange the existing nodes or add new ones to the network. Next is reliability. It refers to the degree of trust that can be placed on a network. How can we increase the reliability? Reliability is affected when an individual node stops working or when the entire network fails. When an individual node stops working and when the entire network fails, the reliability of the network is lost. So the factors like cost, flexibility and reliability should be considered while setting up a network. Thank you.